May profits be upon you. May profits be upon you. Just give me a couple of minutes. I'm trying to get the other platform to the YouTube platform to get synced up. Just give me a minute. We're going to take a look at Euro USD. That'd be first and foremost. I already did as you can see, I did some uh, analysis on it already, and I want to get through it, and then I can scan the other markets. But let me get this. Let me get this other platform hooked up properly. Let me turn down that volume first. All right, and we'll get it right. We'll get it right. Hey, Sufiane, good morning. Good morning. I see you in there. I see you in there. Just give me a couple of minutes. Matter of fact, let me give you a. Let me see. Let me see. Hold on a second now. I got it. I got to get this right. The thumbnail ain't right. I just want to make sure things look proper. All right. Got a proper thumbnail. Let me get my search criteria right. Copy. Boom. Copy and paste. Just give me a couple of who's its. Got a short stream today. Short stream today. I got my friend. Come on now. There you go. I got my friend giving a drunken monkey. Shout out to drunken monkey. Uh, he's going to be doing a, a he's going to have a meeting today. Have a Zoom and stuff, and I want to make sure not to be late with that. Let me get this on the proper thing. Okay, just setting up. I want to make sure I'm found. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad I got subscribers though that get the email directly as soon as I debut. Want you guys to be very careful with taking New York session trades today. There's heavy news coming at 8:30. Heavy news. All right. For one or more of my tags is too long. I got too many. Okay, something's not right here. All right, I gotta fix that. Uh, this is the part. These parts here are can drive somebody crazy. I don't know what just happened, man. Oh, there you go. I see. I see. Let me let me let me go out of this and come back. Yeah, 8:30 Eastern Standard. The news is coming, so please be careful with taking trades before the news, trying to catch the wave and all that good stuff. I don't know what just how I lost all my. All right, this thing is becoming a little ridiculous. Just give me a couple of minutes. I'll get it right. Clicking. All right. Tags are in. Boom. All right. I got my tags in. Great. And all I need is language. If I can do that right, I'll be good to go. Come on, guy. English. Thank you. All right. And I need one other thing, a end screen. The end screen is not going to come. That's right. All right. So I think I am straight. I think I am straight. All right. So, oops, cancel. No, I want everything just right. All right. I got it. Everything. I got it going. I got it going. Okay. So let's take a look. Make sure. Yeah, we are live. All right. Now, let me get to. I didn't mean to go to the why YouTube stream. I want to look at this on YouTube. Okay, let's go. Let's go to my channel. Silly me. All right. All right. Now I'm back in the chat. I want to wish everybody a good morning. That's Sufiane. And hey, Bill, I see you waving. And $1. And Qasim. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah ta'ala wa barakatuhu. All right. Good morning to you, sir. And it's good to see you. May profits. Why? I'm typing, and there you go. May profits be upon you. May profits be upon you. I don't understand why this thing is taking so long. Get it? May profits be upon. Okay. All right. Now, let me get my chat set. Pop it out. And we'll move it over here. Let me get this chat set. If I can just pop that out. Thank you. And I will set that down. All right. I got chats and everything. Okay. Hey, good morning. Who is that? Let me see. Let me see who that is in Trading View. That would be HS Hazha Zab. Uh, Zab, how you doing, man? Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum salam. Wa alaikum salam. Okay, so good morning to you all. Now, let's get down to business, okay? I've taken a long enough. Let's look at Euro USD. Is that all right with everybody? I hope so. Uh, I want to make sure to uh, give this analysis and get it out before the uh, the New York session starts. All right, and that'll be in a half an hour. Just remember, 8:30 Eastern Standard. We have news. Let me get to it. Let me show you on the screen here. Boom. All right, and we'll get to today, and we got some news, man. ECB interest rate decision. Big, big, big. All right, that's going to be a high impact. Also, we have GDP growth for US dollar. All right, these are heavy news items. The ECB is at 8:15, and the that's Eastern Standard Time. All right, that's in 44 minutes, and we have the GDP for US dollar. This is going to go a long way towards letting the Fed know whether to have a 75 basis point uh, rate hike on the very next one. They were talking about the one in December earlier, but now we're hearing that they are considering that they may be considering uh, uh, actually taking a lesser rate hike and for this November meeting, the FOMC, because people are, economists are thinking this way because of Canada. They took a 50 basis point hike yesterday. All right. And that was unexpected. So they're thinking that the US, the Fed may do the same thing in the US. They may be inclined to make a lesser hike. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to turn out. If there's a lesser hike, the markets, the equity markets, are going to boost up. All right, they're going to see a big old push to the upside. All right, so let's take a look at this. I want to I want to I want to make these all. I want to put these all on hide. All right, because they can be a bit distracting. All right, let's look at the U.S. dollar. I mean the EUD, Euro USD. Okay, and what I want you to see is we still have a bearish market, right? Let me get something to point with. We still have a bearish market. You can see we have structure breaks on the swing lows, right? We have these structure breaks on the swing lows, making lower lows, a lower high, lower low. All right, and that's the last swing structure break that we have, right? Now, price pulls back up into this bearish leg of structure, pulls back up into the upper 50%, which is premium prices, as opposed to the lower 50%, which is discount. All right. We pulled up into premium pricing, and the expectation was this low would be taken because we're in a bearish trend. Lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower low. We're looking for the next structure point to be a lower low, right? Price that didn't accomplish the mission. That high didn't make a new low, right? Failed. So that means it becomes vulnerable to being attacked, being swept for liquidity because it's a weak high. All right. So what happens? Price finds its footing and we get a internal break of structure. You know it's internal. The reason why it's internal is because this is the current trading range. High from the top to the bottom, that's the trading range. All right. This is the 50% of it. All right. And what I call the EQ. Okay. It goes up in the supply, mitigates that supply. This high, this is the strong swing high. It's strong because it broke market structure to the downside. All right. So if price comes back up here, you expect it to hold. All right. But we are digging into this supply zone, right? We are coming close to that high. All right. And we have momentum to the upside. I got to turn this thing off. All right. So uh, that's something to be mindful of, right? That momentum, but we are still in a bearish leg. If the bearish higher time frame trend is to be maintained, if we're going to keep this bearish trend intact, this high has to hold. This supply has to hold in order to, this is the last point. All right. We break that point. That is a lower high. That's a structure point. We break that swing high. The market is turned bullish. That is a shift in the market. All right. And we're turning bullish and we should only be looking for buys. Do you understand? I hope so. Smash the like button if you do. All right. Let me make sure that I see if people come in or whatever. I want to make sure I greet them. Okay. All right. So now, what do we got on that's on the daily. All right. That's on the daily. Daily is bearish, still bearish, but we have um, an internal break of structure, internal break of structure. It's bullish though, a bullish break of structure. All right. And we are now trading above parity. That should be pointed out as well. All right, we're now trading above parity. Let's see if we stay there. All right. Oh, I also want to make sure you see that we have a demand chain, a chain of demand. All right, that just goes to the momentum of that bullish move. All right. Now, this bullish move could only be could the sole purpose could be just to facilitate a lower high, a little higher, because we're still in premium prices, and premium prices is where you want to look for your shorts, right? So uh, shorts from here are permitted, even though the internal structure here is bullish. That means the order flow is bullish. But if we get bearish setups here, a bearish change of character on the 15-minute, all right, it's okay to start looking for look for your short setups, all right, and and wait on your higher probability buy setups. All right. Price is moving bullishly, and you want to have the wind to your back by staying with that trend. All right. Anyway, I'm going too far into that. All right. Let's go to the 4 hour. All right. And on the 4 hour, all right, I got my notes over here. If you want to take a screenshot of your of this of this of this of the screen here of this chart, I'll go ahead and you can take the notes with it, right? So we'll put those aside. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. What am I looking at? All right. We have the strong swing high. All right, on the for the 4 hour as well. We have the strong swing low. All right, swing high, swing low, swing high. This is a higher. This is a indicating a bullish trend on the 4 hour. You understand? Why? Because we're making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and price just broke some very substantial, a very substantial structure point. That is a swing high, folks. That is a swing high on the 4 hour. So we have a bullish uptrend. We have an uptrend. We have bullish order flow on the 4 hour. All right. We are mitigating again the higher time frame zone, and we have a reaction going on, right? We have a bearish reaction, and we also have some POIs highlighted here. All right, for we got some demand zones that I'm highlighting. Just remember that we are mitigating higher time frame zone, so we expect some kind of reaction, a bearish reaction, right? So on the 4 hour, what I want you to see is this zone. There's a demand zone that price has pulled back to. I'm not so confident on this demand zone. This demand zone. Why? Because the qualifications of it. Is it mitigating a zone? Is it causing a break of structure, of market structure? Was there a sweep of liquidity? None of those things happened here. These look more like pauses as prices moving bullishly. All right, we have a zone down here that is a little bit more substantial. You see the way it's created, the way it's built. I don't like when it's junky like that, right? It's not, but this one is more substantial than these two, right? The deal is when you have strong bullish momentum, you don't need much of a demand zone for price to pull back into and continue higher. You don't need it to be all that strong because there's a lot of momentum going up. All right, and this is a fairly overextended market with this push up to break that structural point. Right, but what we want to make note of is that we have bullish order flow, we have an uptrend on the 4 hour, and we broke 4 hour swing structure to the upside. So everything is pointing bullish right now. We do have a bearish reaction, and we'll take a closer look at that on the 15-minute, right? All right. But what are the potentials? What are the potentialities, right? We are in this bullish leg, right? Just look at it from here to here, right? We have a bullish leg of structure, and we are in the premium part of that bullish leg of structure. So we want to be looking for sells. We want to keep our eye out for sells. All right. I'm not saying that we should be uh, just looking for sells or anything like that. All right, because we want to go with the trend, the bullish trend. So you're looking for high probability buys, and you want to pick POIs that are high probability. But because we have a reaction to a higher time frame supply zone, it's okay to look for sells and look for bearish price action. So we'll get more into that when I get there. But I want to make sure I didn't miss a point. Okay, uh, price is reacting to the daily supply, filling the fair value gap over here. Right, there is no inducement in this leg of structure, so price could definitely uh, uh, pull back maybe to a higher probability demand zone and take this zone out because there's no inducement. If there's no inducement, it makes me think that this may be the inducement for price to go higher and mitigate a higher zone. So it's just something to be mindful of. Okay, but there is an imbalance here that price is filling. That price is filling hasn't completed the mission yet, but we may be going up to this higher zone within the 4 hour, this 4 hour zone within the daily uh, supply. So we have a ways to go. There's more room to go higher, and we are reacting to this demand zone right now. So we'll take a closer look at this on the 15. All right. Yeah, so I think I covered everything on here. So we have bullish order flow. Just to recap, we have bullish order flow. We have a bullish break of structure here, an internal break of structure on the higher time frames, but this is 4 hour swing structure that we broke the top of. We should expect after a break of structure, especially after a break of structure with a liquidity sweep, that high was swept here, right? We would expect some kind of pullback. We're getting a reaction from the 4 hour supply. So we want to see the extent of that reaction, right? And that's what we want to keep our mind on. Okay, so we can look for short term, lower time frame shorts here, but uh, the best bets are the higher probability trades are buys, and we want to find high probability POIs. This one is higher probability than these two. I have more confidence in this one holding than these two. And then we have a lower one down here. Just got to look how they're actually made. All right. So uh, we'll see. We'll see how it goes on the 4 hour. I hope everybody understands. If you understand how the way I just broke down the 4 hour uh, time frame, make sure you smash that like button. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing, and make sure you get the word out, man. I'm doing live streams, and share the link. Let's see. We're on the 15 minute. Let me get these things. Come on, man. Let me get these things here. All right. Let's go to the 15 minute. Take a look. All right. Taking too long. It's 7:44 already. I'm always I'm always taking too long. Let me get rid of that, and I'll just make a new one. All right. So what do we got here? If you want to take a screenshot, you can. Okay. I'm giving you a minute. All right. We got 15 minutes swing structure, and it is bullish. All right. How do we know? Look at that break of structure here. We make a high, a higher low. That's the swing low. I got dots to let you know where the swing structure is. I got a dot up here. You just can't see it. Uh, this is the swing high. All right. So we have a bullish break of structure to the upside on the 15 minute. You see how I have here 15-minute it's a weak swing high. Why? Because in an uptrend, all highs are weak and are vulnerable for uh, liquidity, liquidity sweep, because that's the nature of an uptrend. All right, all these highs get attacked and broken so that they can make a higher high. That's the nature of a uptrend, right? So with bullish order flow and a bullish 15-minute swing structure, a looking for high probability buy setups are in order. That's clean, clear to everybody. That's easily understood, I hope. Let me hide these. Okay. All right. So I don't get distracted. Now, again, look at this line here. That's a 4-hour supply. All right. I just don't have it, you know, shaded in and everything, but we have the higher time frame uh, supply zones up here, right? And uh, price very well may take that high out. We think that we understand that potential because there is a an uptrend going on the 15. We also have a 4-hour uptrend as well. Remember? Okay, good. So looking for buys, high probability buys are the way to go. All right. Now you see that red line here. That's the equilibrium. The equilibrium of what? You may ask. We have an uptrend, remember, and this is the from the low to the high. That is your trading range, top to bottom, your current trading range. All right. And what has price done? Price made the higher high, higher low, and then we made this higher high here, right? Uh, what? Why did we all of a sudden turn internally on the 15-minute? The the internal structure is bearish. We have a bearish turn. We have breaks of short-term lows taking place. So, there you go. So, uh, what? Why? The question is, when you see that internal turn, that market shift, you have to ask yourself, what is price trying to accomplish, right? Well, in an uptrend, the only thing it wants to do is make the next structural point. What is the next structural point? We made a higher high, we made a higher low, we made a higher high. What's the next one? Higher low, right? This is the area. This is the equilibrium of this trading range, right? We are in discount pricing as opposed to premium. You want to take your shorts in premium, you want to take your longs in discount, right? So on the 15-minute, with the 15-minute swing structure, we are making what could be a higher low, and we have evidence of it now. As the stream has been going, we have evidence of it now with a break of market structure to the upside. So as soon as price does this, you you immediately, I'm telling you what you need to do. You immediately come down here and you mark your demand zone where you believe price will come to, and you look for bullish price action on the lower time frames for a lower time frame entry. You look for that bullish price action to take to the upside. All right. I believe we are you already know what my entry model is: a low, a pullback, a lower low, and a break above that pullback high for a higher high. As soon as it does this, you're down here marking your demand zone so price can come back to it and give you your high probability trade. All right. We're looking for buys because buys are what's happening right now. All right. Because of the internal, of the excuse me, because of the 4-hour uptrend, the 15-minute swing structure is in an uptrend, and we have internal structure which is bearish, but only it seems only to facilitate the higher low to be made, so we can make a higher high. All right. This will, if you go down to the lower time frames, this should be TP1. Ah, this should be TP1. All right. And we'll see if price rejects from here. All right. This is an unmitigated zone. So, you want to be careful that price doesn't reverse on you. All right. That might be TP1 or it might be your whole TP, but we want to establish that we may have a buy here. All right. This is the area that I would be looking to buy. And if I'm advanced GDP in 40 minutes. Yeah. I thank you, Trader X. I mentioned that at the beginning. Good morning, Brandon. Thank you though. And but I'm going to caution again, as Trader X reminds. All right, I'm going to caution again. We have the news coming at 8:15 and 8:30 Eastern Standard. ECB, all right, the European Central Bank, will be talking about interest rates decisions, all right, in about a half an hour. All right. And no, in about 20 minutes. All right. And GDP information for the US dollar in at 8:30 EST, which is in half an hour. So be careful. Be very careful. All right. All right. Don't, I would suggest you not enter any trades, but I'm giving you the high probability POIs. Let me tell you this. All right. I'm giving you POIs and everything, but if the news is that news is going to be high impact and it's going to add a lot of volatility. It may zoom right through all demand zones, supply zones, support and resistance areas. You have to be super careful to stand clear of high impact news. All right. I believe we are in an uptrend and we may see a deeper penetration into that 4 hour zone. I'm letting you know that. Okay. So, yeah, Trade X. That's exactly. If you replay this video from the beginning, you'll see that's what I opened with, given the news and everything. So I want to make sure, just like you, I want to make sure that viewers are wary of the news and they don't take unnecessary risk. All right. So. Uh, just remember this zone is pretty good. What do you call this? This 4 hour demand zone. All right, and we have the 15-minute zones inside. All right, price looks like it wants to make the higher low here. This would be a good spot for it. If it doesn't necessarily have to be, you want to be careful that price may want to come down here to the extreme of this demand zone and then turn around. All right, it would still be. This is an excellent area to look for a higher low to be made, but you want to make sure you're watching price action and you want to make sure you keep your eye on the news because there's going to be a big candle that's going to blast through. We don't know if it's going to go down or is it going to go up. We're going to find out. That's what we're going to do. All right. Um, otherwise to that, that is my breakdown of Euro USD. All right. And I want to make sure that everybody acknowledges that. Make sure that you smash the like button if you would. Sometimes you have to remind people to do so because they just sit and enjoy. And when it ends, they go, boy, that was all right. And they don't leave a comment. They don't leave a thumbs up or anything. And I've done it too. I still do it sometimes. And I got to go back sometimes to support the guys who post. Okay. So with that being said, I did have something I was looking at. Yes, on US 30 on the Dow, I gave out some what do you call some um, analysis last night, and I want to share it with you because you're my peoples, right? Uh, the uh, the downtrend is pretty strong, right? We have the swing points, all right, with making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower high. Even though it took this one out, it just made a deeper uh, pullback and then broke that low, right? So we're in this bearish leg of structure, which is really the trading range on the swing high and low on the daily time frame, right? And this leg, this last leg here, was still uh, in the premium of this leg, but in the larger leg, the larger swing, this is the equilibrium here, right? So we're in the premium, and I think it's fair to look for high probability trades to the downside because we're still in a bearish leg of structure, right? But we have a lot of bullish momentum. We have an internal break of structure to the upside. All right. The internal structure is bullish. And that order flow on four, especially on the daily and 4 hour, is bullish. So we have to be very careful here. We have to be cognizant though that the overall trend is still bearish, and price could just turn around here once we mitigate this unmitigated zone. Now, upon close examination, you see this red box I have here. There is no inducement in this leg. All right, that's what I wrote there. There's no inducement in the leg. So price, whenever I see this, I'm always suspecting that this may not hold price, because this is the inducement to get here. That's not the straightest line in the world. All right. Again, all right. So to get to mitigate this higher zone. All right. So price may zoom up through this, and mitigate that and then come down. All right. It doesn't have to come down. We don't know if it's going to come down or not, but the mitigation of this zone may be here. All right. We may see price pause here, pull back, and then continue higher. So, but I'm got my eye on this. I'm being very careful with it because there's no inducement in this leg. It could still turn price around here. All right. So we're going to find out as price is filling in this fair value gap. Everybody with me on that? I hope so. All right. I want to make sure I don't lose anybody. What am I doing here? Okay, there you go. So if we go down to the 4 hour, hey, good morning, King Von, and I appreciate your words. He says great analysis. I'm new, but I love this. Hey, that's good. Hopefully you'll subscribe, spread the news, and let your friends know. Okay, get some value out of this. All right. So also on the 4 hour, as we get a closer look, you can see how price is turning bullish here. All right, we have a break of structure there, significant break, a higher high, a higher low, and we start making this momentum filled leg of structure to mitigate this 4 hour zone, and quite possibly higher. I'm expecting a bearish reaction at at either one of these, but the fact that there's no inducement in the leg on this one makes me believe we're going to go higher. So I want to watch the reaction here, especially around news time. News time is coming, folks, in about 15 minutes, 1 minute, less than 1 minute. Actually, right now, we have opened the U.S. session. We are otherwise known as the New York session. So we are in premium. This is where I will be looking for that higher low. I mean, that lower high to be made for the higher time frame uh, trend. If that trend is going to be maintained, all right, uh, this this high has to hold. That's the strong high. Why is that a strong high? Because it broke swing structure to the downside. All right. If that high goes, then the market has shifted to bullish, and we should be looking for buys. That's it. All right. We've already had an internal uh, market shift, right? The internal structure is being is it has already turned bullish. We have bullish order flow on the 4 hour. We have bullish order flow on the 15 minute. So buys, looking for buys, even though we're in premium, is permitted. But you want to make sure that you're keeping in mind what the higher time frame is, where we are in structure. We're near an area that we suspect may give us that lower high. You just got to be mindful of where you are in structure. Okay, so let's go down to 15 so we can take a peek at the actual price action. Things are moving sideways until the news comes out. Understandable. All right. We do have a little trend going on here. All right. And price has broken broken that broken these highs, right? And pulled back, and this low is holding so far. So I'm expecting this high to get taken at least for a deeper mitigation into the higher zone. I'm looking for that high to get taken. All right. We'll see what the news has to say about that. All right. Because the lows are being protected thus far. All right. And we have bullish order flow, like I said. So we'll see if we take that high. All right. The fact that this high didn't take this low, all right, makes this vulnerable for a liquidity sweep. Do you understand it? The only job of a high is to make a new low. We failed in that endeavor. So if the low isn't taken, I'm always worried about the high. All right. So I'm expecting this high to be taken, and we take a deeper mitigation into the higher time frame zone. That's all I have time for, folks. All right. I'm going to sign off here. Uh, do watch the video from the beginning if you would, because I think you'll find some value in that earlier analysis. What's the name? King Von, you missed it earlier. But for those that came in late, Trader X, Brandon Lee, or whatever, you want to check that Euro USD breakdown I gave, and I will see you guys in the chats. All right, and if I can get out uh, another video later on during this session, I will. Because or I will post something in the chats or in for Trading View. I'll post something uh, in relation to the indices after the New York session opens. Okay, I appreciate that, Brandon. Thank you for watching, and make sure you hit the like button. All right, make sure you hit the like button, and do leave a comment. Those things help the YouTube channel to grow. Guys, if you are interested in learning more, learning how to view the markets, learning how to break it down, all right, learn how to break down the markets, okay, and be able to do your own forecasting. Check out the links I have in my description, all right, especially on the YouTube channel. Make my YouTube channel. Make sure you check out the links in the description of this video. All right, and listen, I will see you in the next video, and thank you for attending. Thank you for watching, and I'm always happy to see you guys here, and I'm always happy to share. All right, it's my honor to help you. All right, if I'm successful in helping you, it's an honor to me. All right, I'll see you in the next video. May profits be upon you.